there was a big midpoint between here and here, and that is the axial age, when all the major religious and philosophical perspectives that still live with us, coming out of Buddhism and Judaism and Plato and Christianity and the Upanishads and the Bhagavad Gita, all at almost the same moment, particularly the 6th century BCE, when the Buddha and Lao Tzu and Confucius and Pythagoras and Ezekiel, second Isaiah, were all living, overlapping with each other. An amazing time. By the way, the only time that the outer 3 planets, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, what Dane Brujar called the ambassadors of the galaxy, were in triple conjunction. The only time in recorded history that those 3 were in a tight triple conjunction was right as that was happening. And then if you follow after that, you get the periodic conjunctions of Uranus and Pluto together, and those alignments, that cycle coincides with actually the period we're in right now, Uranus-Pluto square. Been happening the last 10 years, got another half decade to go. The 60s was the last time that this happened, when they were in conjunction. We're in the square right now, which develops things from the 60s and carries it through a new critical threshold. And the quality of that energy, the Uranian, has so much to do with the Promethean movement towards rebellion and freedom and the new and dissidence and breaking through the established status quo. And it has it's a Promethean impulse. It's Promethean in every sense, both like the technological fascination and going to the moon and ascending and liberating ourselves from all constraints, but it's also social and political, revolutionary and emancipatory energies. And it's very unpredictable. It's the trickster. Remember, Prometheus was a trickster. That was Hesiod's major focus, actually, on Prometheus. He tricked Zeus, the high god, and then stole their fire from the heavens. And there we get back to the heliocentric self. To finish off this lineage of the sequence of all those Uranus-Pluto periods, I just described the Uranus Promethean energy. The Plutonic represents that Plutonic, Hades, Dionysian. The Greeks saw those 3 gods as faces of the same ultimate deity, particularly Heraclitus and Euripides both said that. And the Plutonic is like the great elemental, transformative, destructive, and regenerative energies that are at work in the evolutionary process, that are at work in the sexual, or at play in sexual orgasm, in birthing, but also in the eruption of the id. It's in fact Freud's notion of the id, Schopenhauer's notion of the will, Nietzsche's will to power. Those are like synonyms in a certain conceptual form of Pluto. But Pluto is also, it's the Kundalini, it's the serpent energy, it's Kali, it's the goddess of death and rebirth, ever regenerating but destroying also. It's tremendously forceful. It's like a volcanic energy, and you put those 2 together. Whenever it moves into an alignment with something, it drives that energy with tremendous, compelling mass force. And when it lines up with Uranus, it brings those energies into periods, it coincides with, I see, as the beautiful